The Corvette, last I left off, I did get the red stripes on the back done. I went back in this morning and tried to lighten up the front stripes here. It's basically going to be about a shade darker than the back, as best I can get it. I got a little more just to finish a little bit of overspray. That's just a Q-tip and some thinner, and I'll get that cleaned up. On the back here, I asked if they wanted a license plate, and they said no, the original car does not have one, so I popped off the California plate sticker that was on there, and I was told to remove the bumpers from the back and the front, because the original car don't have it, so I got them taken care of. And now I am down to the decal. I did print out the number 11 decal that goes on the side of the car. Now, I gotta make this clear though. I don't make custom decals. I can do simple decals. I can do numbers. I can do letters and some graphics. I can't do anything like where's handy, something like, you know, JT Graphics, you know, would do a custom print job, you know, something like that. I can do very basic, and it gets the job done, but I can't, you know, make like an entire decal sheet for a custom, just certain little things that I can do. But anyway, that's what I've done so far. I got the letters printed out on decal paper. I got some decal bonder sprayed on it. I'm going to let that dry today, then I'll cut that out, get that on, and then I'll be able to go in and, because this is printed on white decal paper, and I'll go in and try to paint the, I want to go in and paint the red trim, and once I get that on the car. So hopefully I'll be able to let this dry today, get this probably on tomorrow, and then I can start painting the outline throughout the week. A lot of people ask, how long does it take to actually build a model? And I always tell it takes 4 weeks. And I'm pretty right around that time. It usually takes a week to build it, a week to paint it, a week to decal it, and a week for it basically dry. And that varies, you know, depending on how many decals. You know, sometimes the construction is 2 weeks. You know, it's just depends on that. But anyway, it's taking shape, so I'm about down to that. I really can't add any, really down to not adding any more. I'm going to leave the Corvette little thingy there on there, because just if I paint over it, it'll just look like I painted over it, so I'm just going to leave it. I just got to do a little, get rid of the overspray, and do a little touch up on the back of the black here where I scraped it with my fingernail trying to get the tape off. But anyway, no biggie, we'll get that, and we're almost getting done with the Corvette. The creeper truck, so far, what I did is I got the interior in from the pickup truck right there. Basically the dash, the steering wheel, and the sides there, and the back seat, if you can see it. Shot a deal of primer because technically, if you see, that's pretty much, really can't see inside, and I want to just pretty much, I may put just a cheap wash in there, and then I'll put the clear parts in and then smoke the windows, so you're not really going to be able to see inside of it anyway. This is going to be a two deal. It's going to have a base for the back of the truck, and then the front is going to have a base like that for the seat. And I haven't put everything together yet because I got to put the windows in and all that, but it'll fit in like this. Now if you flip it upside down, it's going to look like poo, if you will, because it's just simpler if I just do it this way, and it's just going to sit with the on the chassis like so. I got to raise up the chassis with some tube here just to make it sit good, and then once I get everything glued in, shouldn't be able to, you know, you won't see the underside of it anyway unless you pick it up. One thing about the chassis here, and I tried my darndest, it's going to be a little crooked, just a little bit. I mean, not much. I had a hell of a time getting the rims glued together. I even stripped them, sanded them, everything. It just finally the super glue set, and So it'll be just a tad bit crooked, but anyway, what I want to do is places that did pop up, I'm going to just do a little bead of tulip, and that'll and once you shoot a dull coat on it, you can it'll tone down the tulip, and it'll make it look like part of the tire. But anyway, work in progress. We'll get to that. I was going to redo the whole chassis and make it simple, but I decided just go ahead and use that. It's just easier. On the creeper truck itself, it's actually, the back wheels should be about right there, so basically about like that, and it's not a whole lot difference. I mean, basically purists would know, but I'm gonna go with it. And then I gotta trim out the back of the creeper truck here, and then pretty much rock and roll, and then just putty sand and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's where I stand on that. The 262, I am down to yay, sanding. So I started sanding the fuselage. If you can see, I just got to go a couple more passes. I was going to probably putty the nose section here. I decided I'm not going to do that. I don't want to sand everything, so I'm just going to take some putty and tulip, and I'll just do some blending in right there, and I'll just make it part of the plane. And once you get the paint on it, you shouldn't be able to see it. Plus a couple coats of heavy primer, and that should fill in any imperfections. As you can see, sanding duty begins. Just got to sand, and then we can start do more subswing, as in like the landing gears here, and then we'll start the P47 once this gets a little more farther along. The a tip trick here. I notice everyone's been talking about clear parts, having them crack. If they do crack on clear parts, the best way to handle any clear part, and that's canopies and everything, is cut the tree. Once you snip the tree, you're eliminating the stress on the part here, and then once you get the tree cut out, you can actually go ahead and cut the runner there, and it should have no cracking issues whatsoever. And I usually take like Mr. Dremel here with a cutting disc, just a real quick, whack, and then you're good to go, and you'll be able to get your clear part out real easily. I got some vacuum form stuff that I got to do. There's my new winch for the Eagle. It's going to be basically maybe a 3-part kit, maybe a 2-part kit, mostly 2. Be the winch and the square winch, if you will, and those will be available soon. But the Black Moon Rising car, I'm going to do that, as I'm going to just take a couple days to do vacuum form kits until we get some stock built up for Brad Hair Productions. And I've been wanting to do this for a while. I did a Panther Term turret kit for a while out of resin. This time I'm going to do it out of vacuum form. It's going to be a 3-piece kit. It's going to be the turret, the mantlet, and I do have the base there for it. So that'll be available online very, very shortly, since I'm just going to do all of it all at one whack. But anyway, that is what I got going on today. We got the Panther Term. We got some masters for the Eagle over there. Some vacuum form for the Black Moon Rising, the ME262 creeper truck getting its wheels, and we're doing some decals for the Corvette. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.